Howdy folks, welcome back. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I thought I'd do the next review of the next ship in the line that I've got now. HMS Renown, the Tier 6 brand new British battle cruiser. She was a real boat actually. Worked all the way through World War II. Built back in the teens after World War One. She is a battle cruiser, which means that she has battleship guns and she has nice cruiser armor. Kind of heavy. Unless you're being fire focused like I was by a Super Unicom aircraft carrier player. No word of a lies with the Unicom, Super Unicom clan and a Super Unicom player. So, yeah, this game was interesting. You'll never guess what we went through the entire time. But, fun game it was. So, right off the bat, I like this entire line so far. I have them all. So far, you can get the early access. I had tons of doubloons, so I got them all and I've been playing them. They're a lot of fun. There's two ways to play this, and you'll be surprised. I'll give you a quick summary. Her weakness is not destroyers. It's not cruisers. It's not battleships, and it's not even aircraft carriers with the right build. It's actually submarines. Like I'm noticing a lot of battleships, there really is no play, and I had to go up against a U-69 and a U-190, so Tier 6 and Tier 8 submarines. But we'll get to that a bit later. So let's get into the actual boat. Let's start off with the armor layout. Bow 16 millimeter, which is not the best, which means you can be penned by just over 270. You got the sides, side plating, again, all small. And then you've got this armor belt, 38 millimeter. And there's the top and the bottom. I really want to get down here and show you something about this compared to the Tier 5 Tiger. So, thank goodness the Citadel is down below. Now, it's only 26 millimeter, which 372s and above can actually overpierce you, which means pretty much all Tier 6 and Tier 7 battleships can actually go through that. You got the side belt 229, which is not too bad, so you really do want to take the chance to angle. And this casemate's not too bad because it can't be penned as well. So, again, angling is your friend. Do not come bow on to somebody because it'll go right through the bow. And that's bad, just like the Tiger. Survivability, 55, 200. Based on captain skills, they do change just 20% on the torpedo reduction. Artillery, so she's got 3 times 2, 381 millimeter, which means you're good to penetrate 26 millimeter, but nothing more. You'll bounce the rest. HE penetration, 64 millimeter, and a 34% chance starting fire. I had to use grease the gear and everything else to get it my turret time down to 32.6 seconds with a 27-second reload. Eesh, not the best. And of course, 16.9 kilometers firing. But I'll get into that with the equipment later on. Secondary is pretty standard for me, 4.8 seconds and 5.2. I don't keep mine as a secondary build, I like to brawl. Torpedoes, 4 aside, so 4 single torpedo launchers. They do 6 knots or kind of defensive or ambush, and they're 53 knots for speed or 6 kilometers range. They are really, really, really slow. I'll go into airstrike and a defensive bit later. Speed, 31.4 with the speed flag. Just to let you know, I can get this thing up to speed boost and everything else close to 40 knots. Turning radius is sluggish and the rudder time is horrible. So make sure you angle. 11.5 kilometers, this will pay out a bit later with submarines. Alright, especially with the German ones. And detectability by air is 9.3 and I think it's 13.5 if you're on fire, so remember that. Like I said, we'll get into it just a bit later. Equipment for me, I always take main arm modification on my boats. First off, I took the speed boost because I want extra 30% in the action consumables. I took main battery traverse because these things are slow, especially the speed boost. You can't keep up. I do take damage control systems at this point in battleships because I want to knock down my flood and fire chances, especially when you're being, chased by a Super Unicom aircraft carrier player. This upgrade in the hull gives you an extra 8,000 HP. It's worth it. And then firing radius here, 15.4. Up to 16.9. These upgrades from me are absolutely worth it. Simple repair, damage control rather, repair party 4. It comes with 3, but I've got extra 1 for that. Speed boost and defensive AA. These are the standard flags I take on a British battleship battlecruiser like this. Again, I don't take flags. That's why the warning there. My camos are all gone. Economic bonuses. I'm still figuring this out, so I'm taking the bare minimum right now. I'm just trying to get some bonuses, but I don't really need much anything right now. I'm sitting on a lot of free XP and credits and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, again, just fixing it out right now and trying to get it going. Andrew Cunningham. Here is my build for him. Obviously, gun feeder because you want to change between HE and AP. Grease the gears because you do need something like that. This is my non-AA build. So I have Vigilance to go against torpedoes at extra 25%. Again, trying this out a bit more. I'm not sure with the AA, but I'll do an AA build a bit later in the video. Priority targeting, so you're shooting at me, always take adrenaline rush. Improve repair party, kind of difficult because if I get a kill, I get an extra consumable everything, including heal, so cutting hams like that. So I'm not sure if it's valuable right now, so you'll see my A build in a bit later. Close quarters combat, it allows my gun to reload 10% quicker, and then of course concealment expert. Not sure that's all required, but here's the non-AA build, and yeah, it's get a book and read for a bit. It's not pleasant. It's not pretty. So I've got defensive AA going, and I've got priority sector, and this is a tier 8 Shakakuyu. Sorry. Know your history, Stuart. And I got everything going, and it's not doing well. There's a lot of life left in these squadrons, and if you watch very carefully, it does a lot of damage. And that is not good. And it takes me a long time to shoot him down. Trying to get my battleship here to turn. The rudder shift's not good, but the speed boost helps. I'm trying to get turned so I don't get as much damage, but it did not work out that way. I've almost lost 10,000 health with one airstrike, and he's still not done. Where's the last little guy? There he comes. Can't remember if he gets an extra strike off here, but ugh. It is just brutal. Yep, he's getting a strike off. Not a big one. But we got him, and boom. That was painful. So here quickly is me making an AA build. I made this AA build and got rid of a couple things. And then selected grease the gears, and then away we go. So let me show you what this looks like in AA. And I know people say there's no AA in the game. It's just not true. I do this test a lot, and people say I'm going against bots. I'm not going against bots. I'm seeing how long it takes me to shoot down a squadron. So here's the AA build, and that's like night and day. So that's a big difference. Now, whenever I take this build, guess what? No aircraft carriers. Just tons of subs. All the time. So I want to quickly show you here what the submarine maxity is, and I'm going to zoom out here with my number 4. So I can drop planes a max of 8 kilometers out and 150 meters away from my boat. I have a problem with this with wargaming, and as we're coming to the end of the video, I just want to say it. U-69, U-190. U-69 can do 11.5 kilometer torps and 12.5 for the U-190. I am noticing, like the other day, I took out my Julio's Air and I had 4 kilometers with my with my anti-submarine technology against the same boat. And there's that consumable I told you about. Debating whether I need that now. I'm back to 4 heals. I can only shoot him 4 kilometers out when he's underwater, and he can get me at 12.5 kilometers. So if people want to say the biggest weakness I'm seeing so far for this line, and all battleship lines are just basically battleships. Submarines are a pain. I take an AA build, I get 2 submarines. I had one game with 2 U-190s, and they were hunting me down. Doesn't matter what I did. I can't get them. They can go faster than me. They can do everything against me that I can't do, and I can't see them, and they were pinging me from either side. So just sail in a straight line and wait for the inevitable to die, because there's nothing you can do. So I'd say submarines are the greatest weakness right now. It's frustrating to say the least with submarines, and I really do hope wargaming works on them more. But submarines, as far as I'm concerned, are not ready for mainstream, and I'd like to do a video on that soon of why, another round after the latest testing. But overall, these boats so far, I've done a lot of tier 5 and tier 6 and some tier 7 so far. The tier 7 will be coming out in a bit. But I like the tier 6. This is a good boat. I like the battle cruisers. They're fast. The rudder shift's not great. It's not good, not bad, but it's not overall not bad with the correct build. And the guns are fantastic. I mean, to me, they're really good, and they do a lot of damage. I misplayed it with this Agincourt. I forgot that this guy's got 150 some odd secondaries. He makes the Massachusetts look like a joke. Anyway, overall, I give these boats so far a good solid pass. They're a lot of fun. I wouldn't go out in early access and buy them, but I have tons of doubloons, so I did. I don't really have to worry about doubloons right now or credits. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below. I really do appreciate your comments. And do you have the new British line? Are you getting it? Do you like it? Do you like the idea of it? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts and whatnot down in the comments. And as always, stay safe, take care, and I wish you all the best. And just for the record, this Super Unicom aircraft carrier player was hunting me down in the game, so good on him. But anyway, bye for now.